Hey everybody. So what we're cutting today is cedar cants for wholesaler I deal with. I just knock the bark off them basically and take the sideboards, edge them down. He takes the center of the log. He sells a lot of cedar at his spot. He's got a couple of resaws, so he'll just punch that all through that. He's cutting right now. He needs a whole whack of 5/4 boards, so says he needs a lot of 5-inch, so we're trying to get as many 5x6 and 4x5, 5x5. Then we're cutting 6x6 and 6x8. Where he's cutting 5/4 boards, I started cutting them at 6¼ by 6. And by doing that, it lets him take them and actually get 5/4 out of the whole cant. So it helps him out a little bit, and he's pretty good to me. He gives me a good rate, so I do that for him, and it works out okay. Now, I used to sell a lot of the cedar here locally, but I don't know. I used to plane it too with my one-sided planer, but if you've ever put rough green wood through a planer, you'll know that it ain't worth doing for 10 cents a foot. So I've been working on getting my 4-sided planer set up, and when that time comes, I very well may be able to make my own stuff, but till then, I'll keep sending it to him. See, all I really have to do is square it off and send it up to him, right? Put it in bundles, sort it a little bit, just by width, because the different pay rates makes it easier for me, really, and for him. It works out pretty good. Just like the cedar, if it's not plain, it's 10 of these and 2 of those and 3 of these and 5 of those, right? And it gets to be a bit tedious when you're trying to move a lot of product. Like that day we saw this, we saw 10 cord of cedar. Well, it was almost 11 cord. And now for me to sell that in a couple hundred board feet at a time, well, that's, I might make a few more bucks, but it's a lot more work for me, right? To sort 5,000 board feet out that intensely. So what I started doing is just saving the 1-inch boards, and I'll sell them local, and I'll sell the cans to this guy, and it seems to work out pretty good. But all in all, it's not too bad. I like cutting cedar. It's usually small, but it pays well enough. It's worth doing, and I'm not going to say it's easy on the equipment, because it's really not. There's too many small rocks in the bark, but it's easy to move around, easy to handle. As long as it's a half decent quality and not full of rot, I'm alright with that. Yeah, it's just nice to be able to dump it all off on a wholesaler and be done with it rather than trying to sell it all local. Now, I was surprised there. I did say that we cut almost 11 cord in a day. I think that's probably, well, I shouldn't say that, but that's pretty handy to the most we've ever really cut that at least that I've cord scaled. Just it goes fast when you're cutting cants. It shaves a lot of time off the breakdown procedure. Now I've probably gotten close to that on studwood, but if you go and saw out 5 cord or 10 cord of studwood, you're not going to get the same end product as this. We got, I think, 4 bundles. They're 6-inch pieces. They're 4 feet wide, give or take, around 40 inches, and they were 6 pieces high. So we got 4 of those, and we got 2 bundles of 4 and 5-inch. Now, if we were cutting studs all day, I'm lucky to get 300 studs. I think the most I've ever cut is probably 400, but then most of that being 2x6. And a lot of times the stud wood comes in small, so we may have cut more cord in a day, but you don't get the same end product. So I'd say this is probably the most wood that I've ever put out in a day. And it doesn't seem like this carriage is moving fast from this angle. It's not the best angle, but where I don't have a building right now, I can't really hang it in another spot that's out of the way and you can see everything. So that carriage, I'm cutting 12-foot logs for the most part, and it's going through it in a little over 3 seconds. So it's running 3 to 4 feet per second through the saw blade. So I think it's about 1.5 to 2 minutes per log. Doesn't seem like I saw that much, but it worked out to be. I scaled the logs and they were 10.75 cord for everything we cut. So it's pretty good, I think, for our little operation. For the way we're doing it now. Now there's things we can do to speed it up. I should really have a receiver hooked up on this so that I don't have to pump the carriage back open like I do, but when the saw came with it, it would open on the cut in and out a little bit, and it messed my dimensions up too much, so I just had to take it off, and I haven't had the time to put it back in. But now that we're starting to get a little more, I call it automation, we got powered rollers in now a little bit, and we're working in the next week or two. We're going to have an electric motor running the mill and stuff like that. I've got some more power conveyors that we built to go into the mill, and that'll really speed up the tail end of the mill, make it a lot easier for the guys sorting the wood and sorting the slab wood, all that crap, right? So by doing that, I think I can now hook the receiver up, and also I know enough now to make it cut right, and I have the end of it automated enough that I can actually keep the feed rate up with one guy off bearing. And I picked up a chip or two recently, so the slab wood is nearly at its end. I won't have to deal with it as much. I'll chip a lot of it. But we're working at the mill. We're trying to make it better every day. We do what we can do, and it's all you can do, really. I mean, it's too expensive to buy this stuff new. It's not worth the money to me to go out and get this huge credit line and buy a big fancy mill. I'll just keep picking away at this, building it better each year, a little bit faster. Got a new edger to go in. I've had that for 8 months probably. I've got to get that installed. We've got most of the workings in place to run all this stuff, so it's coming along. We'll get faster as we go, but for now, that's a pretty good speed for us. It works good. I like it. So we'll just keep on keeping on. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the video here, and I'll let you listen to the saw for the next few minutes. Let me know what you think, if there's anything you want me to change, or if you want something different done, or you want to see something different, let me know, and I'll do my best to accommodate that. Thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy the rest of the video.